Hey everyone, I'm Elara, your stream sensei. If you're tuning into this video, then I'm sure you understand as a content creator how important using social media is. In most cases, it can make or break your brand, depending on how interactive and enticing your content is. When it comes to social platforms, I by far receive the most questions about that one. Twitter. Twitter recently shared their algorithm for everyone to see. So let's dive in and see how it works, as well as how you can benefit from what we learned. Let's do this. So here's the Twitter algorithm. If you're like me, this mess of code is like a foreign language. So let me break it down for you. Boosted tweets are determined by a few things. All of these will increase the overall exposure or weight of the tweet by a certain amount. Likes increase the exposure by 30%. A Twitter Blue subscription increases it by 2 to 4%. Posts within your trusted circle increase it by 3%. We'll get into what this is a bit later. Using an image or your video on your post increases it by 2 times. And replies increase it by a flat 1 time. Understanding how these weights work will help you create the best content that fits your brand, but also will give you the knowledge that you need to increase the exposure in the way that you want. For example, trusted circles are something that's known as a sim cluster. Sim clusters are basically a community anchored by a cluster of influential users. There are about 145,000 communities, which are updated every 3 weeks. Users and tweets are represented in the space of communities and can belong to multiple communities. I know that sounds like a lot. To explain it easily, a trusted circle would be people who are in the VTuber community or enjoy watching VTubers. This is where the hashtags come into play in creating those trusted circles, like hashtag VTuber or hashtag Twitch streamer. On the other side of the coin, there are a few actions that can negatively impact your tweets or your account, like only putting the URL or a link to an outside website, no text on your post being muted, your account being blocked, you being unfollowed, or the tweet being reported. The more times you are unfollowed, reported, or blocked, the worse your overall performance on Twitter will be. This is really interesting to see in plain sight, so be cautious of what you're posting and what you're doing on Twitter. So now you know all about the positives and negatives. What are some of the best practices to help out your own Twitter? First, Twitter Blue does give an exposure boost to your tweets. This is proven by the algorithm, so if it's important to you, I would recommend subscribing. Second, make sure the majority of your posts have a video or image attached to it. Not only does this make the post more eye-appealing, but the Twitter algorithm supports you for it too. Lastly, make interactive and quality content. This will ensure people are interacting with your posts in a way that'll boost your exposure. For myself and anything I post, I always ask myself, how can people interact with this? Or how can I form this into a question? For example, just by rewording the post, you can make it a ton more interactive. Instead of, I think I'll stream Elden Ring, why not change it into something like, what do you think if I stream Elden Ring? Not only are you asking your audience a question, but you're getting them engaged and involved in your content. Keep these things in mind, and you'll be a social media master in no time. Thank you all so much for checking out my guide on the newest Twitter algorithm updates for 2023. Please remember to hit that like button as it helps this video get shown to others who may need the same help just like you. Be sure to leave any questions down below in the comments. And happy time zone! See you soon!